Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Monday, February 8th, 2016, around 12:51 in the afternoon, Billerica, Massachusetts. Starting to snow like crazy in Billerica, heavy snow, but this is the light and fluffy stuff, easy to move around and easy to shovel, not like the heavy wet snow, which is like shoveling concrete because of the weight. Some news to report. The New York Knicks have fired head coach Derek Fisher. This is the second season that Derek Fisher was coaching the Knicks. He'll be replaced on an interim basis by Kurt Rambis. And also the 2017 Super Bowl odds have been announced for Super Bowl 51. The odds-on favorites is a three-way tie at 8-1 odds. Three teams: the New England Patriots, the Carolina Panthers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Worcester, Massachusetts has been granted an ECHL expansion franchise, which will be playing at the DCU Center 2017-2018 season. This brings the total franchises in the ECHL to 29. They're going to be looking for a 30th team, mainly in the western part of the United States or in Canada. So to balance it out, 15 East, 15 West, and each ECHL affiliate is going to be having an NHL team affiliation. This might change soon when they grant expansion franchise for the NHL to either Las Vegas or Quebec City. And that's about it on the news. My second video blog subject of the day is about the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2016. Saturday night, the NFL announced that 8 new members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame will be inducted in August in Canton, Ohio, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. This is as follows: quarterback Brett Favre, offensive linebacker Orlando Pace, coach Tony Dunleavy, wide receiver Marvin Harrison, defensive player Kevin Green. In the contribution section, Eddie DeBartolo, who was the longtime owner and president of the San Francisco 49ers. And in the senior selection, quarterback Ken the Snake Stabler and defensive player Dick Stanfel. So this is the maximum amount of people that could be inducted into the Hall of Fame at any given year. And here's the review of the candidacies. Brett Favre, quarterback. This was a no-brainer. The Pro Football Hall of Fame Selection Committee took up his case, and they only went about 10 seconds and just clapped hands. Brett Favre's like a first ballot Hall of Famer, slam dunk. No, because he won a Super Bowl and many MVPs and threw for the second most touchdown passes in NFL history. Another first-timer was Orlando Pace. It was one of the best offensive linebackers of all time, playing his majority of his career with the St. Louis Rams. He guarded Kurt Warner and several of those offensive players, including Marshall Faulk, and he deserves to go in the Hall of Fame in the first ballot. The other candidacies: Marvin Harrison, who finally got into the Pro Football Hall of Fame after maybe his third try. Marvin Harrison, like one of the best tight ends, wide receivers of all time, spending the majority of his career with the Indianapolis Colts. He deserved to get in. Finally, he had some character issues, like being in possession of like guns, got him in trouble. It seems like the Pro Football Hall of Fame tends not to put like tight ends or wide receivers based on the first ballot. They have to wait a while. Very few like tight ends and wide receivers always that get in on the first ballot, maybe a few of them. But like Marvin Harrison deserved to get in. The next one is Coach Tony Dunleavy. and I believe like Tony Dunleavy belongs into Hall of Fame because he coached the Buccaneers and the Colts. He led the Buccaneers from being one of the worst teams in the NFL when he took over to a competitive team that made the playoffs almost every year. He coached them, and then when he went to the Colts, Tony coached Peyton Manning and Edgerrin James and Marvin Harrison, and they were like perennial playoff contenders, and they won a Super Bowl 41. And Tony retired after the 2008 season for coaching. He now works as a color man for NBC's Football Night in America, and Tony deserves to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Took him a couple of times, but he did. Another selection that got in, Kevin Green, who is like a defensive player, one of the best ever. He played for several teams. He has third most sacks in NFL history. He was a finalist for the Hall of Fame five times. He finally gets in, which is an honor well deserved for Kevin. He also wrestled for WCW back in the 1990s. Some of the other names who were the finalists for Pro Football Hall of Fame who did not get inducted includes Terrell Owens, who was the top first-year candidate besides Brett Favre and Orlando Pace. Terrell Owens was one of the best wide receivers of all time. He was a finalist, but he did not get the necessary amount of votes to get in. He tweeted out a couple of hours before the official announcement that he did not make the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Some character issues with Terrell Owens. He's basically bankrupt. And plus, he wants to come back to play again. And if he does, that's going to set him back another 5 years to get Pro Football Hall of Fame induction. But he's 41 years old. He should not be playing football anymore. Another one that did not get inducted, which this player should have, is Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner played 12 years in the NFL, winning 2 MVPs and being in 3 Super Bowls, winning Super Bowl 34 and also being in Super Bowl 36 and Super Bowl 43. He played for the Rams, the Giants, and the Cardinals. Very surprising that Kurt did not get in this time, but I think they'll probably be waiting for him next year. And another player who did not make the cut, which I'm very surprised, is running back Edgerrin James, who was one of the best running backs in NFL history, playing for the Colts and Cardinals. Maybe James' time to make the NFL Hall of Fame. The Pro Football Hall of Fame is next year or the year after. And the contributor selection, Eddie DeBartolo, who was the owner of the San Francisco 49ers, deserved to get in because he was the owner and president when the 49ers won all those Super Bowls, and quarterback Ken Stabler and defensive player Dick Stanfel got voted in, and congratulations to them, but both Ken and Dick passed away. They passed away last year, so they're going into the Hall of Fame posthumously. Honor well deserved, but it's just a shame they won't be enjoying it while they're still alive. Next year's top candidate to go into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the top first-year eligible player, is LaDainian Tomlinson. He'll probably get in on the first ballot. And next year, maybe it's Terrell Owens, Edgerrin James, and Kurt Warner's time to go in the Hall of Fame. But we'll wait and see. So the class of 2016 Pro Football Hall of Fame, my humble opinion, is a great class. All these players well deserve to go in the Hall of Fame. And that's about it on that. I have a suggestion. Some Facebook friends suggested to me that for a subject for a future video blog is about what is my take on UFOs and aliens and the supernatural. I will be telling you that tomorrow on a Tuesday blog. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns, shout-outs, and plugs, just send it to me and it will be addressed. And that's about it. I'll be back with the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about legendary DJ in Boston, and voiceover for WLVI TV 56, the late great Dale Dorman. Keep calm, everybody! I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Rosenblood of WCCO Rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutt, so stunning, and she's got nice legs as well, and she's a cute blonde. Amy Swemsey of Wish 2 rocks, and she also has nice legs. And Julie Gowan of Fox 25 is the best, and Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent, and she's also has nice legs. And in the words of Vince McMahon, WWE owner, shut up! Bye now!